Does it upset you that you can't watch television without seeing an ad for Viagra or Cialis and for products that are made for men and that health insurance covers?
It's frustrating, yes, but at the same time, if men have an issue, by all means, get them treatment for it. I just want to be able to have the same options for myself.
That's Catherine Campbell, who suffers from hypoactive sexual desire disorder, talking to Yahoo's Katie Couric about her support for a pill they're now calling the female Viagra.
Yeah, the pink pill called flibanserin is designed to treat women who suffer from hypoactive sexual desire disorder, and it was just recommended for approval by an FDA advisory panel.
The drug would be a first of its kind for women, and the FDA is set to make a decision on whether or not to approve this pharmaceutical in August. For more now, let's call on Betsy McCaughey, health policy expert, and our good friend Nick Tate, Newsmax deputy health editor and co-author of the book Da Vinci's Baby Boomer Survival Guide: Live, Prosper, and Thrive in Your Retirement. Betsy, ladies first, what's your take on this new pink pill?
My take is that I wouldn't want the FDA to approve any drug that created the kind of side effects this drug apparently creates: nausea, dizziness, sleepiness. It would certainly be dangerous for women to be on this drug and drive a car, for example. And I have to also say that I think when I hear this complaint, as Katie Couric just asked about, aren't you angry? You know, the fact is there's a overactive grievance industry in play here. Of course, some women would like a drug that increases their sexual desire at any age, but it's really stupid to compare how many drugs are available for women and how many drugs are available for men. That's just stupid.
Is it really stupid though, Nick? Because didn't they for decades do most of the studies on men and not women?
Well, there was a huge push to get the FDA panel to recommend this drug, with advocates pointing out that Viagra has been on the market for 17 years and there are 26 different formulations of Viagra-like products for men, but nothing for women. The point that Betsy is raising is a good one, though. There are some significant side effects, including high blood pressure in women who take this pill and also may be drinking at the same time and taking other medications. But I do think that it does represent that women are getting some attention and that, in fact, this is a need that has been not really talked about much. It's been kind of closeted, it's been quiet, and women have not really discussed it. Regardless of whether this drug will be a boon and a benefit to lots of women, my hope is the discussion about it and the FDA likely approval of this pill will open the doors to women to feel like they can talk frankly to their partners and to their doctors about what is a significant problem for many women, and that is sexual dysfunction.
Well, the fact is, though, that drug companies aren't stupid, and if there were a huge market for this, they would have produced it sooner.
All right, now we're going to move on to a topic, dare we say it's, well, I guess in a sense to some of us in current events, it's a sexy topic. The Obamacare decision in the Supreme Court is not due until the end of the month, but the Senate began the formal process to repeal Obamacare. Betsy, is the Senate just going through the motions with the start of this work in committee today?
No, in fact, there are several committees in both houses working on a cleanup program in case these subsidies are declared a violation of the law. But let me just make it clear, if the Supreme Court rules that the Obama administration has broken the law by handing out these subsidies in 37 states that did not set up exchanges, it is a win-win-win for Americans. The only big losers are the 6 biggest insurance companies in the nation who are raking in the money. Their stocks have doubled, tripled, quadrupled since the Affordable Care Act was passed in 2010, and they are burning up the phone wires trying to get members of Congress to save these subsidies.
Well, let's continue on with this. Nick, we've seen some situations where Republicans, for example, Newt Gingrich was with us saying you have to do something if people lose their coverage, people who need chemotherapy or some sort of compassionate exception. Republicans will work to carve that out, but we hear today from the White House that President Obama would not sign something like that. Does he really believe the press corps is going to come to his rescue and paint it as Republicans depriving people of their chemotherapy?
Well, some of this is semantics. And, you know, when we talk about repealing Obamacare, doing away with it entirely, the president has said he will veto that. But the president has, in fact, signed on to some minor modifications to the law throughout the 5 years that it's been on the books. And the likelihood is that many of the provisions in the Republican alternative, which is the care plan, are things that even Democrats in Congress have said they like. Preserving some aspects of Obamacare that are popular, allowing kids to stay on their parents' insurance till age 26, for instance, providing coverage for people with pre-existing conditions, but they're funded in a different way. They're not as costly. The Republican alternative is less costly, and it really would provide rate relief to consumers while also taking away the employer mandate, which a lot of folks think is not going to help and may in fact hurt people on insurance, and the individual mandate. So my hope is this Supreme Court decision will set the stage for a larger debate that might advance Republicans' interests.
All right, we got to go. We thank you both for your time.